All right, well, today it came in. So this was the original box that it came in. I opened up that box to find this box. So they definitely well packed this thing. Now inside this box I found the box. Now when I found the box, I noticed that, now I just cut this open myself just now, but however I did call HRO to let them know that this box appears to have been retaped, as you can see, as well as this is the way it is on the sides. And there's a little bit of a shadow there if you can see it. So it may not have been taped all the way down to start with, I have no idea, but it has been retaped, as you can see. So when I opened this box, needless to say, this flap was just flapping because it was only attached by here that I just cut. So I called them to tell them that I wasn't happy with that and to at least make note on my record, on my account, that I feel that this box has been retaped. So now I'm going to open the box the rest of the way. Now I did take a video of the box prior on my cell phone because I forgot I had the camera out here. So this seems to be warranties and so on and so forth, and another Yeasu sticker. I got enough of those around here. And this is going to be the cheap little handheld microphone that it comes with that I'm not going to be using. Whoop, if I stop banging this tripod around, sorry guys. I do have the old lollipop up there, what they call the D104 TUG8. The TUG9 has a 6-wire, the TUG8 is a 4-wire. And if I remember correctly, I don't need the TUG9, the TUG8 stand will be just fine. So that's where we're at there. So I'm going to have to put this thing down, it looks like, so I can get to this. But here's the radio on the tripod, banging things around, by the way. Sorry about that. And I'm going to have to put this camera down for a minute. So hold on. Oh, jeez. The trials and tribulations of opening up a package. Now the only reason why I really open these up online, and I don't even know if I'll record this or not, to be honest with you, is that because I've had opened packages before online and not had what was supposed to have been in the box. And if it wasn't for me recording the opening, I would have had no proof. And one of them was actually through a company called Global Industries. They were selling two-pound rolls of wire for my MIG welder. And when I got in the mail, I got one 1-pound roll. And I opened it, and I said, oh shit. So I called them, and I had nothing but headaches trying to explain to them that I only had one roll. It seems that they really don't understand you when you're trying to correct a problem that was caused on their side. Anybody this is. But when you're ordering, they seem to understand everything that you talk about. Anyway, they sent me another two-pound roll order for the inconvenience. So I'm going to get another order now with two-pound rolls. When I get it, I check the label, and it's the same weight as the box that I got prior with 1 roll in it. So then I recorded that one. I opened it up, there was 1 2-pound roll. So now the second roll was going to be a gift anyway for my aggravation, apparently. So I decided, you know what, they offered to give it to me for my aggravation. Well, I am going to call them now, and I am going to aggravate them. So when I called them and started telling them about it, they said, this can't be. I said, I got it recorded. From the time that I took it off the porch to the time I broke the original seal and opened the box. If you want to see the recording, I will be happy to send it to you. And let me get that out of there. Well, anyway, at that point, they decided to send me my gift roll as promised. And I decided to never buy anything off them again because I'm not going to keep ordering a order of two 2-pound rolls that are on sale and continue to get one 2-pound roll because somebody either doesn't know how to write an ad or somebody doesn't know how to fill an order. So, alright, so anyway, there it is. Now, seeing that I haven't been on the radio in 30 plus years, let me see, I think the last time I was actually on a radio, well, other than the 2-meter that I had just purchased a few months ago, I think I talked on that maybe a total of 5 minutes so far. That's why I was really undecided if I wanted this or not, because I'm not a big talker. I get into hobbies to talk on them when I want, but I don't just sit there and live and sleep and breathe my hobbies, if you understand what I'm saying. The same thing with guns, you know. My hobbies are there, but again, I don't, you know, live them. But anyway, I think the last time I was actually on a radio was in '84, and that's pushing it. Might have been '83, but '84. And I haven't really been on one since. Like I say, I did buy an ICOM one time for the boat. When we were living on the boat, I bought an ICOM 7500, I think it was. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. And I hooked it up on the boat to the bow rail with an antenna tuner. And again, I used that once when I hooked it up just to see if it was going to work. And I never used it after that. So I ended up selling it. So it was just one of those things. So this particular radio, this isn't what I would call 100% duty usage, you know, for a real heavy user. I don't know how this radio would actually be. A real heavy user may grow out of this radio quickly. I don't know too much about it right now other than what I've read and been told. But that's what I would think it to be at this point. Now, I'm not considered a heavy user. I don't think I'm going to become a heavy user. If I do become a user, well then at that point I would buy another radio. But I didn't want to go out and spend $3,000 or $4,000 or even $5,000 for a radio to have it sit here for me to talk on it maybe 3 or 4 times a year. So $1,000, well this was $1,300, but it's a $200 rebate. So a $1,200 radio or $1,100 radio after rebate, actually it was $1,379. You know, is better to sit here doing nothing than a $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 radio sitting there doing nothing. And if I find that I get back into it and I want to get hot and heavy, and I find myself needing more, well then I'll just at that point say, now is the time for me to upgrade. Keep this one here. I never sell anything. I always keep it. The last time I sold it, I was sorry I sold it, and at that point, but I was living on a boat, so it wasn't a big deal. I couldn't have a lot of crap in storage anyway. But now that we're back on land, you know, as a rule, I never sell anything. I still have my first gun, as far as I know. I don't remember. I think I sold one gun in 40 some odd years. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. I don't sell things to buy things, because you're probably always going to be sorry or say I should have kept it, you know. And if it's bad, if it's no good, or if it's junk, I won't sell it anyway, because I don't want to stick anybody else with junk, even if I disclose it to them that it's junk, because if they like it, they're going to buy it anyway and then be stuck with it because they made a rash decision. You know, so I don't sell. If I make a mistake, I buy something that's junk, and I can't get warranted on it, or it is warranted and it's still junk, I just write it off as junk and I put it away. I don't push it off on somebody else. So, but anyway, there's the radio. I will hook it up so I can turn it on. However, I haven't got my antenna up yet. I haven't actually made my antenna yet. I am going to run some wire so I can at least use it as a receiver temporarily, but I am probably going to make some type of an antenna. I got to figure out exactly what I think I'm going to need and get it the easiest way. I don't know, dipole or something. I don't know. I'll make something. Long wire is great, but you know, they're better for receive than they are actually transmitting on. I can transmit on a long wire. I just don't know if this antenna tuner in this radio would bring me down enough, because this radio is made for 50 ohm. I don't think it has a long wire hookup on the back. No, it does not. So at that point I would have to run it out with a piece of coax and tee it off, which is not a big deal. So anyway, I don't want to bore you with it much more. I don't even know how much time this is. Oh, 11 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. Let me get it hooked up. I'll turn it on. You've seen them before, but I want to hook it up and turn it on so that I have proof that it works, or at least turns on, seeing that the box is retaped.